I stopped approaching women after I went on a date with this girl, movie, dinner, drinks. I paid for everything. We went back to my crib, touched each other private parts, all on the first link. We scheduled our second date a week later at this event downtown. Day before the event, I come down with a bad fever, so I cancel. She decides to still go. I was bedridden, not in the mood to cook or anything, so I ask if she could drop me off some food. She says, no, I can't. That's girlfriend behavior. So you were cool with me whining and dining you at my expense, sleeping with me on the first date, but dropping off a plate of food that I was going to pay for is where you draw the line? The dating game all messed up. Like, if a woman isn't showing interest first, it's just not gonna happen because I need to know that you actually like me.
Why did you suddenly make her your emergency contact? You just met her. If you had not gone on that date with her, who would you have called? Why didn't you call the person? Oh, because she slept with you on the first day means that she should start playing the girlfriend role. I don't get it. He feels so entitled. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. You expected to be taken care of after one date? See how you automatically degrade her once you don't get what you want. That is their gameplay. That's how a lot of men function, their mode of operation. So you ain't got Uber or DoorDash, maybe order delivery, not pickup. If you ain't got a ride big dog, maybe little dog, since she ain't come back. Maybe you should choose better. Stay lonely, we don't care. This happened to me. I got COVID, called my mom and my friends. Calling a guy I just met didn't even cross my mind. Why should you call someone you just met? What happened to your buddies? What happened to your friends? What happened to your family members? The people you had before you met her? You just had something to do with her just one day, and you're expecting her to start playing the girlfriend role? Is he okay? After one date, you expected this? She didn't owe you anything. You all both had a good time on that date, but she didn't owe you anything. DoorDash exists. Sounds like he got what he wanted and left. Sound familiar? Hey, so those are called boundaries, and it's okay for her to have them. Get you a boyfriend or ask your mother to care for you, love. You and her both benefited from the first date. Her bringing you food instead of a second date is odd, and I don't blame her for saying no. After he posted the video got a lot of traction. He went to the comment section. He wasn't happy. He didn't like what people were saying. He felt like people were supporting the girl, and he still did not get why they were supporting her. He made a second video. Let's have a look.
A lot of women think it's a bad idea to display kindness to a man they're sleeping with. They value their sexual intimacy below getting a plate of food, which is weird because why are you sleeping with a man that you don't like? My video was about questioning the boundaries of a woman that was comfortable hooking up with me on the first date, but was appalled at the idea of dropping off a plate of food when I was sick from an event that she was already at that I offered to pay for because that's girlfriend behavior. Then what is sex? You don't think it's a backwards mentality to hunch on a man that you wouldn't do a simple favor for? Deflecting to the fact that men also do this is dumb because when did men become the bar for your morality? What sense does it make to mimic the poor behavior of men that you claim to dislike? The lies and fan fiction about me in that comment section is hilarious. Someone said I was entitled and wanted a maid. Others said I didn't have a car. Someone said that I was testing her. Maybe I was just hungry. I don't know. Someone said I didn't crack her good enough, which is also odd because she was begging for more and wanted a relationship.
He said she was begging for more and wanted a relationship. I don't believe that, because her action is not saying that, honestly. If she were to be a pick-me would be excited to have you ask her to do you such a favor. So I don't think she was excited. He's just pissed. So he's just saying things to degrade her. Women, please don't fall for this. Before, women used to think that when a man sleeps with you, it means the man cares. No, don't let men deceive you with that. A man can sleep with anybody, anything. Some even sleep with animals. Some sleep with dead bodies. So don't mistake having sex with a man with love or care. No. So he's trying to use the same gameplay. Oh, because I slept with you, it means you mean something to me. No. Sex alone, you can't even use sex as a yardstick to say someone cares for you or say someone really wants to be with you. No. Sex should never be used as a yardstick. If men can sleep with dogs, sleep with animals, then we should not consider sex as anything when it comes comes to a man and a woman relationship. So he's trying to say, oh, because we got intimate, that should be enough for you to say that I have something for you. I want us to build something together. That should mean something for you. So because of that, you should become my maid. Let's see how people reacted to his second video. This comment is from a man. He said, begging for more. Nah, plier. She would have dropped off that plate. That's true. If she was actually begging for more, if she actually said she wanted to be in a relationship with you, she would have dropped off the plate. So he just cooked it up to degrade her. We have men replying here, bro, I think you overthought the situation. If she slept with you, then she obviously liked you. You're confusing the word liking with caring. I'm sure you slept with a few women you've liked in your lifetime. But for me to overextend myself and do something like travel to a person's house just to drop them a plate while they are sick, I have to actually care about that person, not just like you. True. Still wondering why he didn't use Uber Eats. Why would you expect a woman you refused a relationship with to bring you food? They will F you before getting you some food. Shish. Oh, so the truth comes out. She wanted a relationship and you obviously said no. Nope, he cooked that up. I don't believe him. And he replied saying, when did I say that? But that was what you said, that she wanted more and she wanted relationship. If you actually agreed to be in a relationship with her, I don't think you would have said she wanted a relationship. The fact that you said she wanted a relationship means that you did not say yes to that. And like I said, I don't believe that story. He cooked it up to make her look bad. And he's here denying that he never said that. This lady said, I get the point you're trying to make. However, everyone doesn't have that same mindset, unfortunately. And then he replied saying, if you're getting called a pick-me, it means you said the correct thing. He knows that a woman that will want to do that for him is a pick-me. And he's telling her if she gets called a pick-me for this statement, it means she's saying the right thing. What does that mean? What does that tell you, pick-me's? It means this tactic works on pick-me's. The reason why the lady did not give in is because she's not a pick-me. Who does that if not pick-me's?
So the other day I posted a video about a man who went on a first date with a woman and they slept together on the first night. A few days later, he was sick and he couldn't go on the second date they had planned, but he asked that same woman if she would mind picking him up some food. She told him she thought that was girlfriend behavior. And this man seems to be upset that the comment section and videos like mine agreed with her that that is in fact girlfriend behavior. And he now has this to say.
My video was about questioning the boundaries of a woman that was comfortable hooking up with me on the first date, but was appalled at the idea of dropping off a plate of food when I was sick from an event that she was already at. Someone said I was entitled and wanted a maid. Others said I didn't have a car. Someone said that I was testing her. Someone said I didn't crack her good enough, which is also odd because she was begging for more and wanted a relationship.
Wait a minute, because that little detail you left out of your original story. So she wanted a relationship? So you told this woman no to a relationship after sleeping with her, but she could pick you up some food, and now you acting shocked, appalled, dumbfounded, and surprised that she's saying that's girlfriend behavior? So she was good enough for you to sleep with, good enough to hand deliver you some food like Uber Eats and DoorDash doesn't exist, good enough to take care of you while you were sick, but not good enough to be in a relationship with? That's why all of our spidey senses were tingling, because it wasn't adding up. You never said that woman wanted a relationship and you turned her down. That's why she doesn't want to do those things for you. You were trying to play in her face and she clocked it. And that's why you came to the internet throwing up, crying, sliding down the wall and fighting the air, talking about I can't believe, and you're clutching your invisible pearls. But she pulled that, oh no, reverse on you. Every woman does an audition for the leading role in your love story. Some of them would rather give that role to the understudy.
Here's a video of a lady explaining her ordeal with a man. According to her, she said the man told her that she wasn't applying enough pressure to get his attention. She wasn't cooking for him, other ladies are out there and all that. Let's have a look.
I just had a man tell me that I am not applying pressure. I have been dating this guy for 3 weeks and I told him I don't think you like me because I genuinely don't feel like he does. And he said, you're the one not applying pressure. I've not gotten a meal that you've cooked here because I did give him like a meal prep. You've not cooked a meal here at his house. He was like, you've not taken me to lunch or anything. He's like, there are women out there that take men to lunch and movies. And I said, yes, there are women who do that. And it took everything out of me not to be like, you should go date him. Am I tripping? Because I feel like he wants me to court him. And I don't understand. Maybe I'm too African for this? I don't know.
Let's see how women are reacting to this in the comment section. Once he's comparing you to someone else, move around immediately. He thinks he's the prize. Bye. This is crazy. That's not pressure. That is princess. A lot of women these days are looking for princess treatment. You should both move on to find the men of your lives. I get that. Nah, he wants a boyfriend. Go let him find that. Is he younger than you? Maybe think about dating a bit older, 3 to 8 years, and get rid of that guy that was 3 weeks wasted. What? In all my years of dating, I've never heard such a thing. 3 weeks is long enough if he's already criticizing you. Trust me, it's not an African thing. It's a him thing. One, he isn't worth it. I think eventually, if you care for him and he cares for you and understands your love language and checks most of your boxes, yes, you should reciprocate. If he's buying dinner, I would get the before cocktails and the app. Or he would take care of most of our dates, and then occasionally I would take a turn. 3 weeks in depends on how often you see each other, but it's probably too early. I'm sorry, girl. This makes my skin crawl. I'm sorry, girlie. It's not you, but I have to scroll. My blood pressure is increasing. 3 weeks. If relationship convo like this are happening at 3 weeks, then you already know your answer. No, girl. He needs to go find one of those girls and leave you alone. He doesn't want to be the man in the relationship. No, don't court him. He should go date those other people. The man obviously wants to be chased. He's playing a smart game. He's making himself the prize. He's game done. What he's doing is very intentional. He thinks she's naive and he wants to take advantage of her. He sounds like those men that date younger girls that are naive and subtly force them into having sex when the girls never wanted to have sex. They make statements like this: oh, other girls are doing it, other people are doing it, or the other lady that is younger than you did it. It's a strategy. He doesn't really like her that much. I don't think he's really interested in that relationship as much as she might be, and he might have other girls as well. He just wants to use her. He thinks she's naive and he wants to take advantage of her.
Wasn't playing. Shit is real. Drisha. Shit still new. Fresh out the fucking box.
What do you think, like, while you're giggling your way into the bathroom, that you can giggle?
You interpreted me like I'm only giggling because, can you let me explain myself before you assume you know how I feel? Please. I'm only giggling my way into the bathroom because I know me. I know my intent. I know how I feel about you. And I'm like, man, like, it's just so, it's almost comical how a woman would throw away a man that is all about him. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost insane, like, how a woman would throw away a man that's all about him, that only wants to love on him and take care of him and look after him and be there for him.
It's comical.
And never fucking deceive them. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like,
it's comical, isn't it? So why don't you?
Like, why would you get any other thought than that from
I don't
me?
know.
Like,
Why don't you giggle your way home?
The last guy, I think he's high on something. From the look of things, I think he was actually at her place. They've been dating for 3 weeks and she wants to end it and he doesn't want to go. Saying that, it doesn't make sense for a woman to throw away a guy that wants her to be there for him, take care of him, love him, care for him. I don't get it. So the relationship is about you leeching off her. You want her to do all that for you. What are you doing for her? How about, oh, I want to be there for you, I want to do all this, and then you start doing it? I don't know if he wasn't listening to himself. Like I said, it seems like they were having that conversation at her place. Going to the comment section, people were like, why would you even let him into your house? Someone you just started dating for 3 weeks. We will get to the comment section. Let's talk about the other video where the guy was showing the ring. Did you realize what's going on there? A lady posted that video. She was actually saying that the guy made that video to show her the ring after she broke up with him. It's a plan. It's a strategy. They do that. He showed her the ring with the hopes of getting her back. Oh, I was about to. I was going to propose. What stopped you from doing it long time ago if you really wanted to do it? It goes to show that they know that the people that want to be proposed to really want to be proposed to, but they intentionally hold on to it. They don't propose. They use it as a tool to manipulate and control the woman. So now that he feels like he has lost control, he wants to lure her back with a ring. I pray she doesn't go back. If a man is not proposing to you, it means it's intentional. He doesn't want you. We've seen stories where women stay with men, asking them to propose for 12 years. After so much pressure, they end up giving them the shut up ring. Why are you forcing someone to be in your life? Someone that obviously doesn't want to be in your life. Men are humans as women are. They have brains, they've got eyes, they can think, they can hear, they can reason, they see, they sense things, they know where you want to be proposed, they know why you get into relationship, they know the gameplay, they know how society is structured, they know how the society has conditioned women, they know. So if a man is refusing to propose to you, it means he doesn't want to be with you. Forcing a man to propose to you means you're forcing that man to be with you. And so many men out there might not say no because women are very resourceful. Aside the fact that being with you is going to guarantee them sex, free access to your body, women are very resourceful. There are other benefits that comes with having a woman in your life. So if a man is not proposing, he is not proposing. Him showing the ring out of the box still looks new. Why didn't you propose if you really wanted to be with her? Let's take comments from the last video where the guy refused to accept the breakup. No one falls in love faster than someone who needs a place to live. True talk. He's actually homosexual because I guess he was staying at her place. Comical, isn't it? I'm confused. Why are you letting him talk? Is he still young? He hasn't mastered his manipulation. She replied saying he's 40. He's 40 years old. Interesting. Why is he talking in slow motion? He always does that and it drives me crazy. I've literally told him to spit it out before. Survivor instinct of a fact. Why is a man you've known 3 weeks in your house? I heard a lot of words but didn't hear a single thought. True. Why did you break up with him? I mean, good call, obviously, but like what happens before? She replied saying she posted a story time. So let's have a look at the story time.
This is a great question. I'm gonna do the story time on this one. And we're gonna start with the most asked question of why was he in my house after knowing him for 3 weeks? I've answered this in one comment, because I'm stupid. That's all I got for you. I don't know. Lesson learned. I don't know. Now we'll get into the story time. But first, let's prepare. I'm going to make this as quick as possible, but okay, so basically say the gist of it is this man's 40. I'm 30. I thought like he would be, more mature. And now you guys keep asking if he's homeless. So when he first started hanging out with me, he told me he had his own 1-bedroom apartment. And then after a couple weeks, we go, to a Halloween party at the bar I work at. And, he's already everything was going great up until this night. He shows up drunk. I told him I was sober. I don't like being around drunk people when I'm sober. So he shows up drunk. And I'm immediately annoyed. Then we get to the bar. And he's literally accusing my boss, the owner of the bar, accusing the boss of coordinating costumes with me. He had the Joker costume, face painted, tattoos on. I last minute that day did not know his costume, told him I'm going to do a Harley Quinn look. So now he's like, he did that to match you. And I told him I'm not dealing with insecurities. I had, my baby daddy made me feel like I was in prison. Not allowed to talk to another man, not allowed to speak about another man, not allowed. I didn't have to stop hanging out with my sister. But I did, because if we hung out too much, it was suspicious. So I told him I'm not doing insecurities. He says, I'm not insecure, I'm territorial. I said, it's insecure. So my boss walks by me. I'm sitting at the end of the bar. He's walking out of the bar. Doesn't touch me. Dude's like, did he just touch you? I said, no. He said, yes, he did. He just fucking touched you. I said, no, he didn't. I said, but if he did, that's my fucking boss. So I am getting embarrassed and leaving. We end up going to the town he lives in, going to the bar. He tells me not to be crazy because one time we got drunk, I beat someone up for no reason. Okay, anyways, moving on. So he's telling me not to be crazy. I'm like, okay, well, I can't control that, but I'll try. Then we go in, and just because other men are looking at me, he's wanting to fight them. He said, they're looking at you too long. Okay, so at this point, I'm like, I don't like him. I know what I'm getting myself into. He is red flag as fuck. He is going to be worse than my baby daddy. So his friend, though, had brought up something about him going home because he didn't think he could get in with the shoes he was wearing to a bar. And he's like, well, can't you just go home and change? And he was being super fucking weird. I said, why can't you go home? Why can't you go home? Do you got a girl? Do you have a family? Like, why are you being weird about going to your house to change your shoes? And he wouldn't answer me. Literally wouldn't. He just, I said, you know what? We'll table this for later. I didn't want to do it in front of his friend. I said, we'll table this for later. So we go, finish the night. We're on the way home, and I ask him about it again. Well, guess what? Around the exact same time we left, he moved out of his apartment because they were going to make him pay so much for smoking and having a cat. And so now he lives with his dad. So that night I ended up sending him home. I'm like, we got back to my house. I said, I don't think I want you to come in here. You're just trying to move in with me. You're just trying to use me. I'm not stupid, because he had made a comment about wanting, like, I needed a roommate. Like I said, I'm struggling. His solution was, well, if you need a roommate, I can move in. This is before I didn't know that he didn't have his own home. So now I'm like, you're just using me. That's all you've been wanting to do this whole time. So I sent him home. And he ends up apologizing the next day. So I'm like, he's like, I just wish you'd believe me. So my dumb ass, like, I'm trying to believe you. I let him come back over. Now, I'm real big on my sense of humor. I love telling jokes. I can't stand when a motherfucker shuts my jokes down. And he would laugh at a lot of them, but at the same time, he would be like, that's not what I meant. But that's not what I meant. And he didn't move in before other people. Why would you let him move in? He didn't move in. Anyway, so he would shut all my jokes down, and then, like, we just didn't communicate well. I will say, like, I have a shitty tone, and I would talk to him like he was stupid, but he would ask stupid questions. Anyways, I digress. But then, like, I don't know, we just weren't vibing well. So we were hanging out the other night when I posted that, and before I posted that, I was just telling him, I was like, hey, I don't think we communicate well. I don't think we're going to communicate well. I don't really want to do this. And so he's just trying to, like, sweet talk his way, and he's like, well, we're communicating right now. I'm like, literally, that's not what I meant. That's not what I was talking about. So we just don't, I get an attitude with you, you get an attitude. We don't know how to talk to each other. We're not going to obviously learn how to talk to each other, which at this, I just really didn't want to learn. I just seen what I was getting myself into, and I need an excuse. Let me out. So after him just talking, I finally was like, you know what? I just don't want to be a girlfriend. That's it. I don't want to be a girlfriend. I don't. You knew that. I was making man-hater posts. I was talking about how I actively was trying to repel men from me. I didn't want to date. And you approached me anyways. I said, and I gave it a try. I thought maybe I could want to, but I don't. I said, I don't want to be a girlfriend. And so that's when, like, he was walking out of the room and he was giggling. And so when he came back, I was recording because I was going to get the whole joke out and tell him to go home. But then he interrupted me. So I had to wait. I was going to get his reaction to me telling him giggle his way home, but he kind of ruined that. So I wasn't doing that to get, like, I just want to get my joke out. No, I wanted to get his reaction because he always gaslights me, and I kicked him out before. But one other night, I kicked him out multiple times. Kicked him out one other night because he literally was talking to me the exact same. Like, he'd be like, "I'm sorry, I did this, but you did this. You did this," and I was like, "You sound like my baby daddy. I need you to get out of my house." So I was trying to get his reaction after I told my joke, but he took a fortnight to let me get it out.
That's our story. That's our story time. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.
If you're on a date with a guy or going on a date with a guy, don't you think that you should let him know you're on your period?
Yo! What kind of bumbleclot question is that?
You don't think that you should let a guy know you're on your period for the first date?
No.
Hey, by the way, just letting you know I'm on my period.
No. Guys don't even like that anyway. Guys don't even like...
Does it matter though?
What do you mean it doesn't matter if I'm on my period or not if I'm going on a date with a guy?
Kind of
does.
It kind of doesn't, unless you're trying to get some pussy.
I mean, you know a guy taking you out is gonna want that from you eventually, and he'll want it, and he don't mind if it's the first day.
This guy.
But I'm just saying, if a guy takes you out, he gonna want it eventually. Why not take it the first day? Not take it.
But
why
what if the boundaries with the woman is that they're not gonna smash on the first date?
That's fine.
Yeah, so then that's why I don't think it's necessary for us to explain.
But how does he don't know that though?
But he would probably know from conversations prior that I don't smash on the first date. So why is that?
How the hell would that come up?
I don't know, but it will come up.
You won't let it be known?
But sometimes I used to let guys know that, like, oh, by the way, I'm not sleeping with you, da, da, da. But then I realized over time, there's different guys out here that will be like, no, like, you don't even have to tell me that. And then they actually get turned off by, like, women saying that.
That is annoying.
It's annoying because then it's like
you telling me
you
beforehand,
thinking that I'm trying to smash already. And y'all probably, thinking about that.
Yeah.
But
as a guy, I'm telling you, if I want to have sex with you the first time I see you, I want to have sex with you from the first day to the last day I die.
Okay, but what if the girl don't want to have sex with you until she want to have sex with you?
That's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying.
But why do I gotta let a guy know I'm on my period though? On the first date. The first date.
Do you think that would affect the date?
Absolutely not. If the guy genuinely likes me, he's gonna cater to me and be like, no, that's totally fine. Do you need anything? Are you okay to even still go? And if you are, let me just make sure you're good. Let me check up on, let me get you some water. Did you get your medication? Did you take some medication? Do you want to make sure you get your medication after we eat?
What?
Because you're supposed to take medication after you eat.
No, not even. I don't care about when you take it. Medication? I'm gonna take you to get your medication?
No. I'm saying.
The fuck?
No, I'm saying, do you have your I'm talking about like Tylenol, like everybody got Tylenol.
Oh, yes. I'm thinking you talking about like you go to the pharmacy so you can get prescriptions. That's OD. First date. But then again, is it? Because if you really like the girl, who gives a fuck? Let's go get your medication.
Thank you.
Hello fam, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. Let's have a look at the comment section. The way I've never thought of that ever. This is coming from a man. There's a man's picture that is there. Some conversations don't need to be entertained. This is one of them. First date? That's crazy. She doesn't have to let you know. The only reason she should tell you that she's on her period is if she's gonna cancel or is in a bad mood. This is the same man that is going to be protective of our daughter because he knew how he was thinking of a young girl. I don't think you have to be honest. Let's keep freak levels on the low for the first time. Of course, it's a woman's choice to disclose that, but I don't mind knowing. Not because I'm trying to smash, but just to know your state of mind at the moment. This person does have a point because some women get so moody when they're on their period because of the loss of hormones. I get this person's point. No, because what makes you think I'm going to sleep with you on the first date? On the first date, it's crazy, like that's mad, random, creepy. Personally, a man has no business knowing that. He doesn't have any right to know that. Why does he want to know that? There are some men out there, the moment you tell them you are on your period, they're going to cancel the plan because the main reason why they have that plan in the first place is for them to sleep with you. Many men are going out on dates with the intention of sleeping with a woman. They don't mind sleeping with her if she allows them to sleep with her on the first date. I've seen cases where men were upset because after spending money and time on a woman at a restaurant on the first date, she refused following them to their hotel or their house to sleep with them. Some men are now using first date as hookup. So to some men, the moment you tell them that you're on your period, it's a turn off. They lose interest because their main aim was not about seeing you or spending time with you, but sleeping with you. So a man has no business knowing that, especially when you are on a first date with that man.
I'm just here to tell you what your mama didn't tell you. Anytime he wants to have sex and you don't want to, and he pressures you, guilt trips you, causes an argument, yells at you, leaves the house, threatens to cheat, any of that stuff. This is what I want you to do. Leave him.
This sex conversation is a very dicey one. In the union of marriage, sex is expected. A man is expecting you to give him sex, vice versa. As couple, it's important for you to know when, where, and the right time to ask for sex. You can't be asking for sex when a woman is overwhelmed, and a woman cannot be asking for sex when a man is not in the mood. So as a partner, it's important for the both of you to have an agreement, to have a signal. I don't know how the both of you might come to that because everyone is different. You just have to have a synergy when it comes to intimacy, how to know when is the right time for both parties. If you're really into each other, you should know when someone is emotionally available for that, when someone is emotionally ready for that. If you call someone your partner and you have no idea of what the person is passing through mentally, emotionally, then you're just a roommate to that person, and a roommate that does not care. You can't be asking for sex when your partner is overwhelmed, your partner is not happy, your partner lost his or her job, your partner is sick. I understand that sex is very important to a lot of men, and if not one of the main reasons men get married. Some of them really don't care about how the woman feels. They don't care about her state of mind. They just want it whenever they want it. And if you don't give them sex, it's like you've committed an abomination. It becomes a huge problem. A man not having sex in a relationship can make him end that relationship. So imagine someone ending relationship because he's not having sex. It means the person truly doesn't care about the relationship. It's not about the sex. If you stop giving your man sex, he's going to resent you, and he's going to end that. He's most likely to cheat or end that relationship. So what does that tell you? It tells you that that intimacy they say they want to bond with you is not truly about you. It's about the satisfaction they get from it. It's about them and how they feel. Because if the intimacy they talk about is truly about you and them bonding with you, then I don't think they will be considering ending a relationship because you did not give them access to your body. So if you have any man that is threatening to end a relationship because you refused to give him access to your body, that man does not care about you. All he cares about is his dick. All he cares about is sex. And we have so many men out there. People should learn how to differentiate between genuine connection, real connection, from the fallacy of romance, from the romantic scam that they call love. Because if you truly do care about someone and see the person as a human and treat the person accordingly, I don't think you not having access to the person's body should be big of a deal.
Whenever a woman tells me that she's on her second marriage, I just want to know, why did you do that? Why did you do that? I currently am on my first, okay? But if this one dies, I will happily live out the rest of my days as a cat lady. I have no interest in doing this again, and it's not because I don't love my husband. I remember there's a TikTok somewhere on this app somewhere where this girl was like, hey, if you love your husband, if you're in a great marriage, but your husband dies, will you get married again? And the comment section was flooded. Flooded with women saying, nope, absolutely not, never doing this again. But my parents were both married 4 times. Both of them. 4 times. My mom finally figured it out. It's her and her dog now. And she lives here with us. It's a good time. She gets to be grandma and doesn't have to live with a man anymore.
I love my husband, but I'm not training another one. My grandma told me first is for money, second is for love. If I leave this one, I don't want another. I'll be alone. A woman who wants a husband has never had a husband. Divorced first, the second added value to my life. We are both happy and thriving. Yes, I love my husband, but I would never get married again because my second marriage is with a woman. I have a golden retriever husband. Total green flag, and I will absolutely never do it again. Same girl, I would not mind having a boyfriend who doesn't live with me. Never again. I don't even want to live with anyone again. Unless he's rich, even then, he's gonna stay in his own hemisphere. I agree, I adore my husband, but if he goes before me, I'm done. I have no interest in starting over with another man and his family. I was talking to my husband about this and he said he would want to remarry if I died. I pointed out that's because marriage was always to benefit men, never to benefit women. He agreed. I would never again get married. Never, even for money.
Why are some women saying that even if you have the best husband in the world, they still wouldn't recommend marriage to the younger generations.
That's because marriage is employment with ambiguous benefits. The benefits are ambiguous to keep the person who is employed from noticing they are employed. All men, even if they are good, they are seeking a cook, someone to sleep with, someone to have their kids, someone to clean the house. But they interview you for the job by courting you with romance. So you think that's what you're getting into, a romantic partnership. But you're getting into employment. And if you're working your own job, you're doing double the work. Just think about it. That man could hire a cook and a cleaner and an escort or someone to sleep with and a surrogate. And the bill for those things gets compressed down to zero or down to just paying bills. The house, buying you clothes once in a while, jewelry once in a while. It's a good deal. It's like hiring an employee who you can pay less for some reason. It's like why some employers prefer to hire immigrants, because they can pay them less because they really need the job. They really want the job. But during the interviewing process, they tell you this job is all this amazing things. And they don't tell you how much mental labor will go into it, how much emotional labor will go into it. Oh, and I almost forgot, you're a nurse too. But should you get sick, your employer is not going to come and nurse you. Most men leave their wives during terminal illness. It doesn't happen the other way around though.
Ooh, the stories I could tell about this comment right here. Children and family make many men look stable and mature. Let's talk about it. I cannot tell you the number of adults I encounter who grieve twice when they lose their mom. They grew up thinking they had a wonderful family. They had a great dad. Dad was fun. Dad was involved. Dad really cared about them. And what they realize after mom passes away is, nope, mom was just feeding dad the information that he needed to prop him up, to look like he cared, to look like he was involved, to look like he was a good dad. But now that mom is not there to feed dad the script, the children get the real deal. The number of stories I hear about children who stop talking to their dads after their moms pass away because dad was never a fully functional adult. He was an immature, unstable, irresponsible person, but mom did double the work that made it look like he could do all those things. And what's funny but not funny is this is how a lot of women who have affairs with married men get the Uno reverse, because they think they're getting a good man. They see him with his wife, they see him with his family, they see him with his children, and they think, oh, he's so awesome, I want that, until they get up close and realize it's just an empty shell. That the wife was like a ventriloquist, propping this man up, giving him the script, telling him what to say, showing him how to be a decent human being, telling him how to act. And then when she's not there, all you're left with is a dummy. When my 19-year-old son went to the doctor by himself, the doctor was shocked that he was there alone, that he could answer all her questions. He could tell her all his personal health information. She said, do you know I have grown men who come in here who cannot do this? They have to have their wives here answering all the questions because they don't know anything. They don't know anything about themselves, their own personal health. They don't know anything about their partner, and they for sure don't know anything about their children. This is why when you look at the statistics, married men live longer than single men. And then even if mom and dad aren't together anymore, suddenly the adult children have to step in and be the surrogate wife or surrogate parent. This is why I always say aging happens automatically. Growing up takes intentional work, because you can be a 70-year-old man still living as if you're a 12-year-old boy, being propped up by the women and children in your life.
Let's talk about Jenny Aiko and Big Sean's relationship. According to the story out there, they have been dating for 10 years now, but someone has ended the relationship. And this has got a lot of people on the internet having opinions. People have a lot to say. Jenny Aiko has been dragged, called names, she's been blamed, criticized. People are saying, why would you allow yourself to be in such a situationship with a man? You are an adult. Why would you spend 10 years of your life with that man without having him wife you? Is the end goal always about being a wife or doing things that make you happy? It's not about getting the ring. It's about the quality of the man that gave you the ring. Let's hear what this man has to say about their situation.
It does not take 10 years. It does not take 10 years for a man to know if he wants to marry a woman. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. I made a video about how keeping a woman a girlfriend for 10 years is one of the most embarrassing things that you can do. And here we have a real life, real time example. First of all, what would even allow you to let a man keep you a girlfriend for 10 years? At this big age, like we're not in high school anymore. And here's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to pay attention to how Big Sean is going to date the next 2 to 3 years. I want y'all to pay attention to what his dating life is going to look like. Because chances are he's going to meet somebody else and be married in under 2 to 3 years. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying I see a pattern with stuff like this. I see a pattern with situations where a woman allows herself to be a girlfriend for 10 years. And then they split up and the man goes and marries the woman he actually wanted to marry. Because men know who they want to marry and it does not take 10 years. She gave him a child and 10 years of her life. Let this be a lesson to all the women who still want to get married. Please, it does not take 10 years.
To be honest with you, I really don't know the dynamics of their relationship. I don't know what the agreement was all about. Seeing that the woman involved has her own money, I would want to believe, because when you have musicians, celebrities out there doing their thing, people assume they have money. So I just want to believe she does have her own money as well. So when you're talking about grown-up adults that have money, they might have a different arrangement. I have no idea. But this guy has a track record. Let's have a look at the comment section. I think the women he wanted to marry were Naya Rivera, but messed that up by cheating on her with Ariana Grande. I also think he wanted Ariana Grande, but she got bored. He proposed to Naya Rivera in 6 months. Jenny Aiko did this to herself. My mom has been a girlfriend for 27 years. Watch her meet someone who will marry her in 1 year. He wasted her time, made her a single mom. Even 5 years is too much. Never dating a man more than 3 years. My man proposed to me in 1 month. He already has a girlfriend right now. Life has no rule book. Kwan still married Risa. Men can so embarrass you. She already knew that though. He proposed to his exes within 2 years. So Big Sean isn't the problem. Women with no standards, boundaries, and low self-esteem are the problem. Having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Question though, did she say she wanted to be married? This is what I'm saying. We really don't know. Given that she knows his track record, she knows the women he has been with. She's aware that he has proposed to more than one woman. I'm pretty sure she knows. So we really don't know what her arrangement is. It's very different if this woman was poor, couldn't fend for herself and depend on the man to feed her. But I believe she has her own money. So we really don't know what the arrangement is. Some women that have money don't want to be married. They just want to have partnership without marriage and have a child. We have no idea what the arrangement is, to be honest with you. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. It could be she knows him for who he is and she doesn't think he's someone that she wants to be married to. I'm not in any way supporting her because she's a celebrity or because I think she's got money, but believe me, the dynamics is really very different with people that have got money. Like I've always said, money is power. Money empowers women. When you have money, you have that power to make a decision regardless of the situation. But if you don't have money, you have a lot of limitation, especially when you are depending on that man to feed you. We have a lot of celebrities, a lot of wealthy women choosing not to be married, but they want to have children or even one child. So that just might be her own case. Who would want to marry a man that has such a track record? What makes you think he will not cheat on you tomorrow? Who even knows if he has been cheating on her? We really don't know. I know we talk about women choosing better and having standards. I tell you, some women can clearly see when a man is a red flag, but still choose to be with that man, not because they want to marry the man, but because they want to have a child and move on. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section.
I've never seen a man give up his dreams or goals or aspirations because he's in a relationship with a woman or while he's pursuing a woman. I usually see that women are the ones who adjust, and I know that relationships are about sacrifice, but I've seen the pattern that a lot of women are the ones sacrificing. Like, you see a girl who's single, thriving, you know, she wants to be in New York Fashion Week, she wants to travel to Thailand, like she has all these goals, ambitions, she's pursuing her craft, and then she gets in a relationship and suddenly all that is like radio silent. Like, all you see is her and her man doing things like pumpkin picking, doing whatever, like doing things that couples do. And I feel like it's just not fair. And it's the biggest reason why I don't feel like pursuing a romantic relationship right now, is because I feel like I will have to sacrifice more. Like, I am the type of person where I do adjust to fit into a man's life. Like, I focus on what's his work schedule. Like I suddenly just start morphing myself to be more available. And maybe that's a me problem. Maybe I should just stop doing that. But like, I don't know how. I notice that it's just a pattern. So that's why I just choose to not pursue a romantic relationship right now, because I kind of like what I have going on. And I kind of like how focused I am on my goal.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.